Good morning, students. I think so. We have done a few of the questions of exercise number 4.2. Now we will do and continue with the exercise number 4.2. See how the questions of next to be done in this exercise. This is some sort of a like questions of numbers, and we will do such questions. How to take this question number is 3, and this question is 2, 7 and 65. Next is 3 8 75, 3 8 75, then 5 9 86, 5 9 86. This is some sort of a like questions of determinants, and since it is in some sort of a number, so how to solve these questions? So see these questions. So you write first of all solution of above equations, above questions, how it is to be done. Now this is basically your determinants, and now you see if you have such kind of a situations here, operate your C3 column to be C3 minus of C1 minus of 9 times of C2. Now if you can operate this one, your C3 element, that is what it gives you the result. So 65, here C3 is 65 in R1 row. This is your 2, and this is your 9 times of 7. So this gives you 65 minus 2 minus 63. 65 minus 65, it gives you 0. So your first element goes to be 0. So operations you can do in such a manner that this gives you first element is same 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and this element goes to be 0 as I have calculated here. Similarly, you do the second one, 75 minus of your 3 minus of 9 into 8. So your value will be given 75 minus 3 minus 72. Sorry. This is 75 minus 75, which gives you 0. So your value second goes to be 0 again. Now in the third case, if you can see, your 86 is there. So 86 minus of 5 minus of 9 into 9. So your value goes to be 86 minus 5, and this gives you, sorry, this minus 81. This gives you 86 minus 86. So this is your first part, this is your second part, this is your third part. In each case you would find the value 0. Now as per the rule of the determinants, you know that if any of the column or any of the row will be your 0, your value of determinants goes to be 0. So hence its answer will be your 0. Write these questions, and now we will do the second. Yes, now we will see which operations we have to be done in these questions. Question number 5. So operations we have first of all done. R3 stands for R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now see what we will get. We will get B plus C as it is, C plus A as it is, Q plus R as it is, R plus P as it is, then Y plus Z as it is, then Z plus X as it is. Now in the third of our row, we will add all the three, that is B plus C add, then we add C plus A, then plus A plus B. This is your first part. Then in second part we will get our Q plus R, then we add R plus P, then we add P plus Q. This is second. In the third row we will add all threes. So in the third part we will Y plus Z, then Z plus X, then X plus Y. So this way we will get the operations. Now we will get how B plus C as it is, C plus A as it is, Q plus R as it is, R plus P as it is, Y plus Z as it is, Z plus X as it is. Here we will get 2BC 2 times A plus B plus C. Here we get 2 times P plus Q plus R. Here we get 2 times X plus Y plus Z. Now because each will be your 2 numbers. So after this we will get 2 will be common from third of the elements, where value will be B plus C as it is, then Q plus R as it is, Y plus Z as it is, C plus A as it is, R plus P as it is, Z plus X as it is, and 2 will be outside. Your value will be goes of A plus B plus C, then P plus Q plus R, and here is X plus Y plus Z. Now you operate your R1. Now see operations. Your value will be R1 stands to your R1 minus of R3. Your R2 stands for your R2 minus R3. Now, if you can operate this one, your value will become out 2 as it is. You B plus C minus of A minus B minus C. So your value will be left with A. And here you would Q plus R minus Q, P plus Q plus R. So here will be your value minus P. And Z plus X, Y plus Z will be there in the third case, then Y plus Z, so minus X is there. Now in this case, when you operate R2 tends to R2 minus R3, so C plus A goes off, so your minus B is there. Then P plus Q plus R, and when it is subtract from R plus P, so you are left with minus Q. When your value second, that is Z plus X, will be removed of X and Z, so minus Y is here. And here is your A plus B plus C, then A P plus Q plus R, Y plus Z. Now after these operations we will come out here. See next operations. Now R3 stands for R1 you can say R3 stands for R3 plus your this operation will be R3, so R1 minus R1 plus R2 minus of R3. See what we can get. You can get minus A. If I use this operation, you would find here I'll do minus A minus B and then minus of A minus of B minus of C. Use this operation plus sign. Then you can, these all will be plus sign. So your this value will be plus sign. So what you would get? You would only get, if you can minus sign, so your value will be goes off, these goes off, only left with C. If you can add this on R1 plus R2 plus R3, your value will be minus A minus B, then you add this one, so you only left with C. So here is your minus of A minus of P, then minus of X minus of B minus of Q and minus of Y, and this gives you value C, and this gives you value only left with your, sorry, this value is your P. This value is your P basically, and now here we will left with P and Q goes off, your value will be R, and your here X and Y will be goes off, your value will be Z, and this will be 2 only. If you can take minus sign here, your value will come out 2 times of minus 1 ka square, your value will be A, P, X, B, Q, Y, C, R, Z. So your minus 1 square will be goes off your 1 value, so last value left with your 2 times of A, P, X, B, Q, Y, C, R, Z. So this value is your last answer of your questions, and this is your answer. So you can write here, answer is 2 times of A, P, X, B, Q, Y and C, R, Z. So this is your actual last answer is there, and you can write like this. So this is question number 5, and we will continue with this next questions. See on the now question number 8 is question number 8. Now this question is 1a square 1a square, your 1b square 1b square and 1c square 1c square. So this question is something like this, and you have to win the right hand side will be A minus B, you have to do B minus C and C minus A. Now C, we have proved that this is the determinant value will be this. Now solution. In this case, you write first the questions, then we will see 1b square 1c square. Now first of all, you have to find R1 stands R1 minus R2. Operate this one. You would find R1 minus R2, so means 1 minus 1, this goes to 0, right? And your A minus B, then A square minus B square, and your value will be 1, B and B square, then 1, C, C square. Now in the second part you would see the operation, which is your operate R2 stands R2 minus R3. Now in this case you would find your value goes off. In first case you can write 0, A minus B, your A minus B into A plus B, because you know that this is A square minus B square is A plus B and A minus B, and in this case your B stands for R2 minus R3, so this goes 0, your B minus C is there, and similar way B square minus C square you can write B minus C as it is and B plus C as it is, and your last value is goes as 1 C square. Now from R1 row and R2 row, here your A minus B will be common, so take outside, and B minus C is common, which is also take outside from R2 row, so you can write here common A minus B and B minus C from R1 and R2 row. So you left with your value 0, A minus B is here, B minus C is here, left with 0, 0, your value will be 1, 1, and your A plus B here, and here B plus C, and last value is 1 C square. Now open these determinants with last value. So your value will become out A minus B, B minus C. So your value will be here 1 times. If you can cut this column, so you are cut this one and this one, so 1 will be here. So your value will be B plus C minus of A minus of B, because when you multiplied B plus C to B plus C, so you have B plus C left here, and when you multiply this with A plus B, your value will be minus sign with A minus B. So your value B will be goes off, you left with A minus B, B minus C and C minus A, which is your answer. So hence true. So this is your answer of this question. So your question number 8 will be here. Now we will do the next questions. See how to do the next question.